Hello everyone and happy Wednesday to all of you. Today we're getting into Dragon Age Origins. Throwing it back to the Xbox 360 days. I've been thinking about playing this game for a minute now, but I finally took the jump and here we are. So without further ado, let's get into a new game here.
The Chantry teaches us that it is the hubris of men which brought the Darkspawn into our world. The mages had sought to usurp heaven, but instead they destroyed it. They were cast out, twisted and cursed by their own corruption. They returned as monsters, the first of the Darkspawn. They became a blight upon the lands, unstoppable and relentless. The Dwarven kingdoms were the first to fall, and from the deep roads, the Darkspawn drove at us again and again, until finally we neared annihilation. Until the Grey Wardens came. Men and women from every race, warriors and mages, barbarians and kings. The Grey Wardens sacrificed everything to stem the tide of darkness and prevail. It has been 4 centuries since that victory, and we have kept our vigil. We have watched and waited for the Darkspawn to return. But those who once called us heroes have forgotten. We are few now, and our warnings have been ignored for too long. For I have seen with my own eyes what lies on the horizon. Maker, help us all.
All right, so let's get in here to make our race. Human, elf, warrior, mage, rogue, human, noble, like our only option is human noble. Born to wealth and power, you only power second only to the royalty. You find your training in both diplomacy and battle put you to the test as your brother leads bulk of your family's forces to war in the south. All right. Character. Nice.
Greetings.
All right. Let me through here and set up my character, and we'll be back here in just a moment. All right, we got a character
For
made.
generations, your family, the Kuzlans, has stewarded the lands of Highever, earning the loyalty of your people with justice and temperance. When your country was occupied by the Orlesian Empire, your father and grandfather served the embattled kings of your land. Today, your elder brother takes up House Kuzlan's banner in service to the crown, not against the men of Orlais, but against the bestial darkspawn rising in the south.
I trust then that your troops will be here shortly.
I expect they will start arriving tonight, and we can march tomorrow. I apologize for the delay, my lord. This is entirely my fault.
No. The appearance of the Darkspawn in the south has us all scrambling, doesn't it? I only received the call from the king a few days ago myself. I'll send my eldest off with my men. You and I will ride tomorrow just like the old days.
True, though we both had less grey in our hair then, and we fought Orlesians, not monsters.
At least the smell will be the same. I'm sorry, Pup, I didn't see you there. Hal, you remember my son?
I see he's grown into a fine young man. Pleased to see you again, lad. My daughter
You are
Delilah asked after you. Perhaps I should bring her next time. Good.
I'd like that.
She goes on about your prowess as a warrior. I think you have an admirer, young man.
At any rate, Pup, I summoned you for a reason. While your brother and I are both away, I'm leaving you in charge of the castle.
I'll do my best,
That's what I'd
Father.
like to hear. Only a token force is remaining here, and you must keep peace in the region. You know what they say about mice when the cat is away, yes? There's also someone you must meet. Please, show Duncan in.
It is an honor to be a guest within your hall, Tyrn Kuzland.
Your lordship, you didn't mention that a Grey Warden would be present.
Duncan arrived just recently, unannounced. Is there a problem?
Of course not. But a guest of this stature demands certain protocol. I am at a disadvantage.
We rarely have the pleasure of seeing one in person, that's true. Pup, Brother Aldous taught you who the Grey Wardens are, I hope.
They're no longer important. Here, they defeated the Darkspawn long ago. They're an order of great warriors.
They are the heroes of legend, who ended the Blight and saved us all. Duncan is looking for recruits before joining us and his fellow wardens in the south. I believe he's got his eye on Sir Gilmore.
If I might be so bold, I would suggest that your son is also an excellent candidate.
Honor though that might be, this is one of my sons we're talking about.
Is there a reason I shouldn't join them?
You did just finish saying that Grey Wardens are heroes, old friend.
I've not so many children that I'll gladly see them all off to battle. Unless you intend to invoke the right of conscription.
Have no fear. While we need as many good recruits as we can find, I've no intention of forcing the issue.
Pup, can you ensure that Duncan's requests are seen to while I'm gone?
Of
In
course,
the
Father.
meantime, find Fergus and tell him to lead the troops to Ostagar ahead of me. Upstairs
Where
in
can
his
I find
chambers, no
Fergus?
doubt, spending some last moments with his wife and my grandson. Be a good lad and do as I've asked. We'll talk soon.
Yes, Father. Saving. All right. Let us go up the stairs. It's been a very long time since I played the first one here.
There you are. Your mother told me the Terran had summoned you, so I didn't want to interrupt.
Hello, Sir Gilmore.
Pardon my manners, my lord. It's simply that I've been looking all over the castle for you. I fear your hound has the kitchens in uproar once again, and is threatening to leave.
dog get into the part again? She was the cook. Always been like that.
Your mother disagrees. She insists you collect the dog, and quickly. You know these Mabari hounds. They listen only to their master. Anyone else risks having an arm bitten off.
He knows better than hurt anyone.
That would be
Go
wise,
collect him.
before Nan tears down the walls. You're quite lucky to have your own Mabari warhound, you know. Smart enough not to talk, my father used to say. Of course, that means he's easily bored. Nan swears he confounds her just to amuse himself. At any rate, your mother would have me accompany you until the matter is settled, shall we?
The kitchen.
Just follow the yelling. When Nan's unhappy, she makes sure everyone knows it.
All right, let's go over to the kitchen. Take care of our warhound. We'll go get our brother.
Get that bloody mutt out of the larder.
But mistress, it won't let us near.
If I can't get into that larder, I'll skin both of you useless elves. I swear it.
Calm down, good woman. We've come to help.
You and you. Your bloody mongrel keeps getting into my larder. That beast should be put down. Just get him gone. I've enough to worry about with a castle full of hungry soldiers. You two, stop standing there like idiots. Get out of the way.
You silly mud.
Oh, look at that mess. How did he even get in here?
It right there. I'm not putting up with this. Gonna tell me? What is it?
It does seem like he's trying to tell you something. Wait. Did you hear that?
Oh, we name our dog. Let's see here. Let's see. Name him. Rocky.
Where do these creatures come from?
What should I do?
Time for some fun!
Cut them down!
As you wish. On it. This will be easier.
Giant rats? It's like the start of every bad adventure tale my grandfather
Couldn't
used to
figure out
tell.
how to find
The hound
again.
must have chased them in through their holes. Looks like he wasn't raiding the larder after all. Those
It
were
looks
rats in
that
the
way.
Kokari Wilds. Best not to tell Nan. She's upset enough as it is. But seeing as you've got your Mabari well in hand, I'll be on my way. I'm to prepare for the arrival of more of the Isle's men.
Boot out the room here.
There he is, as brazen as you please, licking his chops after helping himself to the roast, no doubt.
Actually, he was
What?
defending it from rats.
Not the large grey ones.
They'll rip you to shreds, they will!
See, now you've gone and scared the servants. I expect those filthy things are dead.
Yes, the rats are dead. Quite a mess, in fact.
Oh, I bet that dog led those rats into there to begin with. Oh, don't even start with the sad eyes. I'm immune to your so-called charms. Here then, Take these pork bits and don't say that Nan never gives you anything. Bloody dog. Thank you, my lord. Now we can get to work. That's right, you two. Quit standing about.
Back to work with you all. Alright, come on, Raggy.
Good evening, my lord.
Let's go find our brother.
Oh, my lord, we were just, well,
Playing cards.
Well, the treasury's safe. I'm not even sure why the Terran stationed us here. I don't know. Nobody has come to look at the treasury.
Perhaps you better get back to work.
The Terran, and perhaps the Terna? Honestly don't know, my lord. Yes, my lord. Thank you, my lord.
Back to work with you lot.
Good evening, my lord.
Look. Experience, very nice.
Hello, my dear boy. By chance, I am beginning to teach these young squires about your family's history.
Do we have to? History is boring.
Boys, you are referring to the Couslands, the very family in whose castle you live. Show some respect. If the mind is not exercised, it withers just as the body does. Perhaps you'd care to join me in teaching the lesson?
Certainly, I'd be happy
Wonderful.
to.
Oh, the Cousland history is long indeed. Where shall we start?
When was our
Records
line
are
founded?
vague, but the Couslands became Tierns during the Black Age. Is that familiar, child? Every day I pray to the Maker that my lessons will stick, and every day he tasks me anew. At that time, your family held only the minor title of Ban. When the werewolves reached this area, Ban Mather Cousland organized a curfew and patrols within the city. Several other local bands supported his efforts by swearing oaths of fealty, making him their Tiern.
We predate the founding of the kingdom, yes? How about the relationship with Arl Howe?
Well, I'm glad some of my lessons don't disappear into that yawning chasm between your ears, young man.
Let's see, I'm doing the best I can. Your lecturing doesn't lead to yawning. It's your skill as a tutor, of course.
If I were truly a skilled tutor, I suspect I would not encounter such insouciance amongst my pupils. You can look that up later. At any rate, your family has held the tournure of High Ever since before King Calenhad united Ferelden. In fact, Tierna Elethea Cousland battled Calenhad to maintain High Ever's independence.
And Callahan let us keep
Calenhad wished to unite Ferelden, not conquer it. After Elethea's men were defeated, Calenhad asked her to swear fealty. The boulder where they held council still stands today as a memorial of that event. The history between the Couslands and the Howes reaches back to the Orlesian occupation.
When did the
During
Orlesians
your
occupy
grandfather's
Hightower?
rule, of course, Orlais found it difficult to hold these lands. During the rebellion against Orlais, several battles were fought near High Ever. The port village of Harper's Ford was the tourneur's center, Its Arl was Tarleton Howe. Though nearly 90, he was still as sharp and bitter as cheap ale. Your grandfather openly supported the rebellion, but Howe sided with Orlais. Your family was forced to seize Harper's Ford before it was all over.
My father and Arl Howe are old friends. Fortunate we couldn't lose Harper's. We couldn't lose Harper's Ford.
Correct. That caused a rift between the two families, as you might imagine. The Howes eventually joined the rebellion, when all of Ferelden united behind King Merrick and General Loghain, just as now we united behind Merrick's son, King Cailan, to fight the Darkspawn. Thank you for indulging an old man.
Oh, does that mean we have to listen to you now?
Silence! I will not have you two becoming smart-mouthed hooligans. Perhaps you should go. I doubt they need any more distraction. I'm just going to settle in here and apparently just talk to myself for all the good.
Right.
And my dear Bryce bought this back from Orlais last year. The Marquis who gave it to him was drunk, I understand, and mistook Bryce for the king. Ah, here is my younger son. I take it by the presence of that troublesome hound of yours that the situation in the kitchen is handled?
Yes, there was giant rats in the larder.
Ah, marvelous. Just the thing for my guests to hear right before dinner. Darling, you remember Lady Landra, Ban Lawrence's wife?
I think we last met at your mother's spring salon.
Of course, it's good to see you again, my lady.
You're too kind, dear boy. Didn't I spend half the salon shamelessly flirting with you?
Right in front of your family, too.
You remember my son, Dyron? I believe you two sparred in the last tourney.
And you beat me handily, as I recall. It's good to see you again, my lord.
And you, Darren.
And this is my lady-in-waiting, Iona. Do say something, dear.
It is a great honor, my lord. I have heard many wonderful things about you.
Don't look now, Eleanor. But I believe the girl has a crush on your lad.
Lady Landra.
Hush, Landra. You'll turn the poor thing scarlet.
You're aware that we're at war? Perhaps we should... Oh, sometime, Iona.
As it pleases you, my lord.
I think perhaps I shall rest now, my dear. Dyron, I will see you and Iona at supper.
Perhaps we'll retire to the study for now.
Good evening, your lordship.
Right. Continue on to find brother. Go. That room. No. Back here in this room. This room. My room. Anything. Want my activity? Here's brother.
Is there really going to be a war, Papa?
And my nephew.
Will you bring me back a sword?
That sword, Oren. And I'll get you the mightiest one I can find, I promise.
A sword?
I'll be back before you know it.
I wish victory was indeed so certain. My heart is disquiet.
Don't frighten the boy, love. I speak the truth. And here's my little brother to see me off. Now dry your eyes, love, and wish me well.
Let me know when you two are finished. So wait outside.
Stay. I'd like to say farewell.
Wish I could go with you. You'll be missed, brother. Did you know? Really think the war will be over so quickly?
If it's any consolation, I'm sure I'll freeze in the southern rain and be completely jealous of you up here, warm and safe.
I am positively thrilled that you will be so miserable, husband.
Then the Arl's men are delayed. You'd think his men were all walking backwards. Well, I'd better get underway. So many Darkspawn to behead, so little time. Off we go then. I'll see you soon, my love.
I would hope, dear boy, that you plan to wait for us before taking your leave.
Be well, my son. I will pray for your safety every day you are gone.
I've delivered your message yourself. Fergus will be fine.
The Maker sustain and preserve us all. Watch over our sons, husbands and fathers, and bring them safely back to us.
And bring us some ale and wenches while you're at it. For the men, of course.
Fergus, you would say this in front of your mother?
What's a wench? Is that what you pull on to get the bucket out of the well?
A wench is a woman that pours the ale in a tavern, Orin. Or a woman who drinks a lot of ale.
Bryce, Maker's breath. I swear it's like living with a pack of small boys.
I'll miss you, mother dear. You'll take care of her, brother, won't you?
Straight up tell the boy.
Oh, good. How thrilling to know I'm so well taken care of.
Enough, enough. Pup, you'll want to get an early night. You've much to do tomorrow.
All right. And it puts me to bed. Enough about you say you're hearing the red after the morning. Oh, you hearing something, boy?
My lord! Help me! The castle is under attack!
Let's get started. On it. As you wish. Right. This should be easy enough.
Get him! I don't bleed for this.
As you wish. Let's get started.
I'll cut you down!
This should be easy enough.
Over here.
Darling, I heard fighting outside and I feared the worst. Are you hurt?
I'm fine. What's going
The scream
on?
woke me up. There were men in the hall, so I barred the door. Did you see their shields? Those are Howe's men. Why would they attack us?
He betrayed his father. He attacked while our troops were gone.
You don't think Howe's men were delayed? On purpose? That bastard. I'll cut his lying throat myself. Have you seen your father? He never came to bed. We must find him. We must fight our way to him. Your father needs us both. I am no Orlesian wallflower. Give me a sword and I'll use it. Now let's go.
Iron mace. Short bow. Chest, lesser healing. 3. Level up. Let's see, we'll give him strength on my level up. Strength. On. Let's see. Warrior. Gain great health and reduces the fatigue penalty. Dual weapon. Weapon. Sword. Shield pummel. Shield defense. Character drops into defensive stance that favors the shield and gaining bonuses. Eventually, I'm going to go into two-handed fighting. Now we'll pick up that shield ability.
Warden senses tingling. As you wish. Right. Filthy elf lover. Let's get some. Run you through. Right. On it. Let's get some.
Down. Metal shard. Metal shard. That's a restoration.
Oh, dear Landra.
There's dead.
I'm so sorry. If she hadn't come to me, if she hadn't been here.
Wait, where's my... Oh no.
No! My little Oren. What manner of fiend slaughters innocents?
Sister and nephew. I'll make them.
How he's not even taking hostages. He means to kill all of us. Oh, poor fuckers. Let's go. I don't want to see this. Can you hear the fighting? Hal's men must be everywhere.
We should take the fight to them. How can you get out of the castle? I don't danger, mother.
My only grandchild is a ravaged corpse. What do I care about danger? The front gates. That's where your father must be. If Hal's men are inside, they must already control the castle. We must use the servants' entry in the larder to escape. Do you hear me?
I hear you,
Then let
mother.
us be swift.
Helmets. Here. Oh, I do have a great sword. If I would have known that, I would have thrown it on. I would have taken the, I would have taken the abilities, and started taking great sword abilities. There's tactics. That's ranged. Or dog.
The castle has fallen! I'm getting out of here! Yes, my lord! Here they come!
That'd make an interesting bet. Go now! All blast you! On it. This should be easy.
All blast you! We're under attack!
On it. This should be easy. Right. This should be easy enough. On it. As you wish. Organ senses tingling. Let's get started. Right, on it. As you wish. This should be easy enough. As you wish. Right, let's get started. On it. This should be easy enough.
Blast you!
Everything.
Right, let's get started. Right, as you wish. This should be easy. Right, as you wish. On it. This should be easy enough. Let's get started. Right, let's get started. This should be easy enough. On it. Let's get started. This should be easy enough. Right, let's get started. This should be easy enough. As you wish.
Ooh, beheaded. All right, back to getting everything looted here.
You will be avenged, old sage. I swear it.
Tutor.
I'm unable
We're getting
to do
close to the treasury. The Kuzland family blade lies inside. Here, darling, take my key. That blade cannot fall into Howe's hands. It should sever his treacherous head.
That wasn't so bad.
The troops are dead.
It is done.
All right. Let us equip the family sword. Gray iron tier 2 requires 20 strength, which I have. Throw that on. Go on the scale iron.
On it. Right, this should be easy enough. VA! As you wish. This should be easy.
Oh, blast
On
you!
it. Right. As you wish. This should be easy enough. Let's get started.
We must get to the castle gates. That's surely where your father is.
Take out the spellcaster.
Right, this should be easy. Let's get started. You had it coming. Right, this should be easy.
Go,
No! Man the gate! Keep those bastards out as long as you can! Your ladyship, my lord, you're both alive. I was certain Hal's men had gotten through.
Now that treacherous
When I realised
bastard.
what was happening, it was all I could do to shut the gates. But they won't keep Hal's men out long. If you've another way out of the castle, use it quickly.
Where's the Grey
I've
Warden?
no idea. You don't think he's involved in this, do you?
Perhaps he was sent to kill Bryce? Oh dear. Have you seen him?
When I last saw the turn, he'd been badly wounded. I urged him not to go, but he was determined to find you. He went towards the kitchen. I believe he thought to find you at the servants' exit in the larder.
Bless you, Sir Gilmore. Make her watch over you.
Make her watch over us all.
Loot these fools. Saving, do not turn off combat.
I sense something drawing near.
We're under attack!
As you
We want to add your day to the cell.
Nothing this way. Oh, hello.
This should be easy enough. Let's get started. As you wait. Right, this should be easy.
Run! Make her help us all. We're gonna. Make her help us all. We're gonna die.
Make her help us all. We're going to die.
Get out of here.
Autumn senses tingling. As you wait. On it. Right. On it.
Move! Blast you!
As you wait.
Blast you!
This should be easy enough. It's either you or me. It's gonna be me.
Dreadful to die. Father.
There, you both are. I was
Bryce.
wondering when you would get here.
Maker's blood, what's happening? You're bleeding.
Hal's men found me first. Almost did me in right there. He can't get away with this. The king will...
Bryce, we must get you out of here.
I won't survive the standing, I think. Only if you're willing to leave pieces of me behind, pup.
Bryce, this is no time for jokes! Once Hal's men break through the gate, they will find us. We must go.
Someone must reach Burgess. Tell him what has happened.
I must have something planned for him too.
Bryce, no. The servant's passage is right here. We can flee together, find you healing magic.
The castle is surrounded. I cannot make it.
I'm afraid the turn is correct. Hal's men have not yet discovered this exit, but they surround the castle. Getting past will be difficult.
You are Duncan, then? The Grey Warden?
Yes, your ladyship. The turn and I tried to reach you sooner.
My younger son helped me get here. Make her be praised.
I am not surprised.
Thank you for saving my father.
I fear your thanks are premature. I doubt I have saved him.
Whatever is to be done now, it must be quick. They are coming.
Duncan, you are under no obligation to me, but I beg you, take my wife and son to safety.
I will, your lordship, but I fear I must ask for something in return.
Anything.
What is happening here pales in comparison to the evil now loose in this world. I came to your castle seeking a recruit. The Darkspawn threat demands that I leave with one.
I understand.
But what if something happened to Fergus?
The king will see justice done. The Grey Wardens, however, must face the Darkspawn above all else.
He is right, pup.
I will take the Tyrna and your son to Ostagar to tell Fergus and the king what happened. Then, your son joins the Grey Wardens.
So long as justice comes to Hal. I agree.
Then I offer you a place within the Grey Wardens. Fight with us. We must leave quickly then.
Bryce, are you sure?
Our son will not die of Hal's treachery. He will live and make his mark on the world.
Darling, go with Duncan. You have a better chance to escape without me.
Eleanor.
Hush, Bryce. I'll kill every bastard that comes through that door to buy them time. But I won't abandon you.
Find another way. We can fight. I love you both so much.
My place is with your father. At his side to death and beyond.
I'm just so sorry it's come to this, my love.
We had a good life and did all we could. It's up to our children now.
Then go, pup. Warn your brother. Know that we love you both. You do us proud.
They've broken through the gates. We must go now.
Goodbye, darling.
We will be traveling south through the hinterlands to the ruin of Ostagar, on the edges of the Korkari Wilds. The Tevinter Imperium built Ostagar long ago to prevent the Wilders from invading the northern lowlands. It's fitting we make our stand here, even if we face a different foe within that forest. The King's forces have clashed with the Darkspawn several times, but here is where the bulk of the Horde will show itself. There are only a few Grey Wardens within Ferelden at the moment, but all of us are here. This blight must be stopped, here and now. If it spreads to the north, Ferelden will fall.
Ho there, Duncan.
King Kaelan. I didn't expect a
royal welcome? I was beginning to worry you'd miss all the fun.
Not if I could help it, Your Majesty.
Then I'll have the mighty Duncan at my side in battle after all. Glorious. The other wardens told me you'd found a promising recruit. I take it this is he?
Allow me to introduce you, Your Majesty.
No need, Duncan. You are Bryce's youngest, are you not? I don't think we've ever actually met.
Yes, Your Majesty. My name is Rex.
Your brother has already arrived with High Ever's men, but we are still awaiting your father.
Not coming. He died when our castle was taken.
Dead? What do you mean? Duncan, do you know anything about this?
Terran Cousland and his wife are dead, Your Majesty. Arl Howe has shown himself a traitor and overtaken High Ever Castle. Had we not escaped, he would have killed us and told you any story he wished.
I can scarcely believe it. Well, how could he think he could get away with such treachery? As soon as we are done here, I will turn my army north and bring Howe to justice. You have my word.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
No doubt you wish to see your brother. Unfortunately, he and his men are scouting in the wilds.
When will he return?
Not until the battle is over, I fear. Until then, we cannot even send word. I apologize, but there's nothing more I can do. All I can suggest is that you vent your grief against the Darkspawn for the time being. I'm sorry to cut this short, but I should return to my tent. Loghain waits eagerly to bore me with his strategies.
Your uncle sends his greetings and reminds you that Redcliffe forces could be here in less than a week.
Ha! Eamon just wants in on the glory. We've won 3 battles against these monsters, and tomorrow should be no different.
You sound very confident of that.
Overconfident, some would say. Right, Duncan?
Your Majesty, I'm not certain the Blight can be ended quite as quickly as you might wish.
I'm not even sure this is a true blight. There are plenty of Darkspawn on the field, but alas, we've seen no sign of an archdemon.
Disappointed, Your Majesty?
I'd hoped for a war like in the tales. A king riding with the fabled Grey Wardens against a tainted god. But I suppose this will have to do. I must go before Loghain sends out a search party. Farewell, Grey Wardens.